Managing diabetes or prediabetes can feel overwhelming, especially when nothing you try seems to work. But here's some hope. Over 500 million people worldwide face high blood sugar, and research now shows that reversing type 2 diabetes naturally is possible. These aren't complicated routines or extreme diets. They're simple, science-backed daily habits that can make a real difference. Morning movement is one of the simplest ways to support your blood sugar goals. Even brief physical activity, just a few minutes after waking, can kickstart glucose uptake by your muscles. This early boost in activity helps your body use blood sugar more efficiently, improving insulin sensitivity and setting a positive tone for the hours ahead. You don't need to commit to a long or intense workout to see benefits. Studies show that 3 15-minute bouts of moderate walking throughout the day can significantly improve 24-hour blood sugar control, especially in people at risk for diabetes. For a practical morning routine, try combining 10 minutes of brisk walking, 10 minutes of gentle stretching, and 10 minutes of simple strength moves like squats or wall push-ups. Research has found that moderate training like this can lower HbA1c by about 0.4%, which is a meaningful improvement for long-term health. If your mornings are rushed, start even smaller. 2 minutes of focused activity, such as lunges, wall push-ups, or even a brisk walk around your home, can still help your muscles draw glucose from your bloodstream. This approach is manageable and fits into almost any schedule. It's worth noting that while morning movement can take advantage of your body's natural insulin sensitivity, some studies suggest that afternoon exercise may improve next-day blood sugar control, especially for those with type 2 diabetes. The key is consistency. Find a time that works for you and stick with it. As you build this habit, consider pairing it with another simple morning practice that supports your body's natural balance. This next step can have a surprising impact on how your body manages blood sugar throughout the day. Gut health is a key factor in how your body manages blood sugar from the inside out. The trillions of microorganisms in your digestive tract aren't just there for digestion. They help shape your immune response and play a direct role in glucose metabolism. Short-chain fatty acids produced by certain probiotics can reduce inflammation and support better blood sugar control, making gut balance especially important for anyone managing diabetes or prediabetes. When your gut microbiome is out of balance, your body may be more prone to blood sugar spikes and increased cravings. Fortunately, supporting a healthy gut doesn't require complicated routines or expensive supplements. Research shows that adding a probiotic-rich food like plain yogurt or kefir with live cultures to your morning routine can improve insulin sensitivity and help stabilize glucose levels. These foods introduce beneficial bacteria, which in turn help your body process nutrients more efficiently and keep inflammation in check. Start your day by including a small serving of plain yogurt or kefir with live and active cultures. This simple habit is linked to improved glucose management and can support your overall metabolic health. Choose unsweetened varieties to avoid unnecessary added sugars and maximize the benefits. By focusing on your gut health first thing in the morning, you lay the groundwork for steadier energy and better blood sugar control throughout the day. The next step is to look at how the order of your meals can further influence your body's response to food and help you maintain those gains. Using protein strategically in your meals can make a measurable difference in post-meal blood sugar levels. The protein preload method involves eating protein and non-starchy vegetables before consuming any carbohydrates. This simple shift in meal order is supported by research, including a 2009 study in diabetes care, which found that participants who consumed 55 grams of whey protein before eating carbohydrates experienced a significantly lower glucose response, reducing post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 20% compared to when carbs were eaten first. The effectiveness of this approach comes down to how protein affects digestion. Consuming protein before carbohydrates slows gastric emptying, meaning food leaves your stomach more gradually. This results in a slower, more controlled release of glucose into the bloodstream. The same study also showed that this method lowered insulin levels after meals, which is especially important for improving insulin sensitivity over time. Another trial published in 2016 reinforced these findings, highlighting that the protein preload triggers the release of beneficial hormones like GLP-1, which help regulate blood sugar. This habit is straightforward to implement. For breakfast, try starting with a 25-gram whey protein shake or a serving of plain Greek yogurt before eating toast or fruit. At lunch or dinner, begin with grilled chicken or a handful of nuts alongside non-starchy vegetables before eating rice or bread. Even as a snack, having Greek yogurt or a cheese stick before crackers or fruit can help smooth out your blood sugar response. Adjusting meal order is just one way to support better blood sugar control. Timing your carbohydrate intake throughout the day is another powerful tool. Eating most of your daily carbohydrates earlier in the day can make a significant difference in how your body manages blood sugar. This approach, known as front-loading your carbs, takes advantage of your body's natural insulin sensitivity, which is highest in the morning. Studies show that when you consume the same meal in the morning versus the evening, your blood sugar response is lower after the morning meal. This is because your body processes glucose more efficiently earlier in the day, helping to minimize blood sugar spikes and improve overall glucose control. Many people are used to saving carb-heavy foods for dinner, but this habit may work against your metabolic rhythm. Afternoon and evening cortisol peaks can increase insulin resistance, making it harder for your body to handle carbohydrates later in the day. By shifting more of your starchy carbs to breakfast and lunch, you're working with your body's natural circadian clock. For example, aiming for 40 to 50 grams of whole grain carbohydrates at breakfast, such as oatmeal, whole grain toast, or quinoa, can help your body clear glucose from the bloodstream more effectively. At lunch, including a serving of starchy vegetables or brown rice can further support this pattern. As the day goes on, focus on lighter, lower-carb meals for dinner, such as salads with lean protein or roasted non-starchy vegetables. This strategy not only helps keep your blood sugar stable, but may also reduce cravings and support appetite regulation. While adjusting your meal timing can have a noticeable impact, there's another habit that can further enhance your blood sugar control and support your health goals. Building muscle is an effective way to support glucose control, and strength training offers unique advantages for people managing diabetes. When you engage in resistance exercises, your muscles absorb more glucose from the blood, which helps to reduce insulin resistance and smooth out blood sugar fluctuations. This process is especially important because skeletal muscle is the main tissue responsible for glucose uptake. While many assume cardio is the default exercise for diabetes management, research tells a more nuanced story. In a 9-month study published in Diabetologia, adults with type 2 diabetes and a BMI under 25 who participated in strength training lowered their HbA1c by about 0.44% in the intention-to-treat analysis. The same study found that aerobic exercise alone did not produce a significant change in HbA1c for this group. Strength training also improved body composition by increasing muscle mass relative to fat mass, and this shift in lean mass was independently linked to improved blood sugar control. These benefits extend to older adults as well. A meta-analysis by Peterson and colleagues found that resistance training in elderly patients with type 2 diabetes led to a measurable increase in lean mass and a large effect size for strength improvement, both of which support better glycemic control. You don't need a gym membership or heavy weights to get started. Bodyweight exercises like squats, lunges, planks, and push-ups can be done at home and are effective for building strength. 2 30-minute sessions per week are enough to see benefits. Focus on a few basic movements, pay attention to your form, and gradually increase intensity as you progress. Small changes in your exercise habits can make a measurable difference in blood sugar management. But supporting your glucose control doesn't stop at exercise. There are simple additions to your meals that can also play a role. Adding the right spices to your meals is an easy way to support blood sugar management using ingredients you already have in your kitchen. Spices such as cinnamon, turmeric, and ginger contain polyphenols, which can help reduce inflammation and may improve insulin sensitivity. Despite being widely available, these seasonings are often overlooked as a tool for better glucose control. Evidence points to real benefits. Cinnamon, for example, has been shown to lower fasting glucose levels by 5 to 24 milligrams per deciliter in people with type 2 diabetes. In a 2024 randomized controlled trial, adults with prediabetes who consumed 1 teaspoon 4 grams of cinnamon daily experienced lower glucose peaks and significantly reduced 24-hour glucose concentrations compared to those given a placebo. Turmeric, with its active compound curcumin, may also help lower blood sugar, though it should not be considered a cure or prevention for diabetes. For best absorption, combine curcumin with a pinch of black pepper and a fat source. This can boost bioavailability by 12 to 37%. Ginger has also been found to lower both fasting glucose and HbA1c, with a 2024 meta-analysis reporting a 0.56% reduction in HbA1c among people with type 2 diabetes. Incorporating these spices can be straightforward. Sprinkle cinnamon onto oatmeal or yogurt, add turmeric to eggs or soups with olive oil and black pepper, and grate ginger into stir-fries or tea. Focusing on spicing up just one meal per day is a practical way to make this habit sustainable. Small changes like this can quietly influence your daily blood sugar patterns, but there are also important routines outside the kitchen that can make a difference. Evening routines play a key role in keeping blood sugar steady overnight. Resetting your blood sugar before bed starts with prioritizing healthy sleep habits. Research in diabetologia found that going to bed after midnight is linked to a 44% greater rise in post-meal blood sugar the next day. Another study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine showed that late bedtimes during the week are associated with a higher risk of developing diabetes. These findings make it clear that both the timing and consistency of your sleep matter for blood sugar management. Building a stable sleep schedule doesn't require major changes. Aim to get between 7 and 9 hours of sleep each night and try to go to bed before midnight, even on weekends. Keeping your bedtime consistent helps your body maintain its natural rhythm, which supports better glucose control. Avoid caffeine and alcohol a few hours before bed, as both can interfere with sleep quality. Instead, focus on winding down with calming activities like gentle stretching, reading, or listening to soft music. If you enjoy a light snack before bed, keep it small and opt for foods that won't spike your blood sugar, such as a few nuts or plain yogurt. These 7 habits are proven to lower blood sugar and for many even reverse type 2 diabetes over time. But to really fuel that progress, you need the right foods. And there are 3 specific fruits doctors actually recommend starting with, not just because they're delicious, but because they actively fight blood sugar spikes. Tap the video on screen now to discover what they are.